Right now, let's check in with Joaquin.
Greg, Warren Showtime's coming off a victory in the Malheur Stakes in her last race at Santa Anita. Cross-entered in a couple races this week. Why this spot?
Well, couple reasons. She's probably better around 2 turns. We know she's really good on grass. And if she puts forth a big effort, we might come back in the Del Mar Oaks. So just makes sense to try to run her here and see what she can do in a very nice field of fillies.
Speaking of her grass races, she was on the grass 2 starts back. That was against older fillies. How did it come about she faced older horses that day?
Well, it just was the timing of the race more than anything else. I really didn't want to run against older fillies and mares, but it just fit the timing, and she ran very well, actually.
5 for 10 lifetime, 4-time stakes winner. Are you still seeing improvement with her?
Well, this filly's been really nice since the first day she stepped on the racetrack, but she does continue to get better. She's a beautiful filly and just really a pleasure to have.
Always appreciate the time, Greg. Good luck here.
Thank you very much.
And she's so versatile, they can take shots in all kinds of places. She's won on the dirt, she's won on the turf, she's won at a variety of distances, but she will take a attempt here against graded stakes company and step outside restricted stakes or California bred stakes. Up on the board right now, Warren Showtime at 5-1. Taking a look at the 10 Giddy here. Simon, how do you see the race shape in the San Clemente? You mentioned the possibility of Pace, Laura's Light being up there. She's so special, but they are stablemates. They're not going to compromise each other. How fast is the 6 Cheermeister coming in from Gulfstream Park? Can that horse establish a clear lead? Or are we going to see a mad scramble here in the early stages?
I think Cheermeister could get the lead if they so wanted, for sure. There's no question about that. I don't think there's going to be a blistering pace. Giddy is a deep closer. Applecross we've talked about. A lot of these major contenders. And that goes to the advantage of Warren Showtime because she's not a deep closer. She can lay just off the pace. But I think that's one of the reasons that Laura's Light, people gravitate to her, not only because she won the honeymoon and she's beaten a lot of these fillies, but the fact that she doesn't necessarily need to be on the lead. So I see She's So Special getting the lead. Just by default, she's coming out of 2 5.5 furlong sprint races. So I think she gets the lead. I think Cheermeister sits right there, and Laura's Light's right behind her.
Trainer Peter Miller probably knows better than anyone how it will go because Laura's Light and She's So Special are his 2 chances in here, and Joaquin Jaime is with him.
Let's start with the 1, She's So Special. Back-to-back stakes wins sprinting. Why is now the right time to stretch her back out in distance?
Well, we think she's matured, and she ran decently. She got kind of a weird trip in one of the mile races, so we think she's maybe ready to tackle the mile.
And then the favorite in here, Laura's Light, was 9 furlongs stretching her last race at Santa Anita?
Yeah, she doesn't want to go any further than that, but I think a mile's a better distance for her. But she's also doing very well, and she showed a new dimension sitting, and she may have to do that again today with the 6 horse. Looks real fast, Cheermeister.
Good luck in here today.
Thank you so much.
Trainer Peter Miller off to a fantastic start at this meeting, and a meeting that he points for each and every year. And so far, everything going according to plan, but it'd be nice to get a graded stakes win here early in the meet, the Grade 2 San Clemente, and 2 chances at it, the 3 Laura's Light at 6-5, and the 1 She's So Special at 6-1. There's a look at the 1 She's So Special. And Mike, we heard from Peter Miller about stretching her out today, but she's also returning against the fillies. She took on the boys the last couple of starts. You got to be real impressed with her current form. The question obvious to everyone here is, can she now do that around 2 turns?
Well, if she can, she might be something special moving forward because the way that she has just run through her conditions and then up the class ladder, facing boys in those last 2 starts, like you said. And I think it's important that, with that rail draw, she might find herself on the lead. I think really what's going to happen, I'm going to disagree with Simon's assessment of the pace. I think Cheermeister gets the lead and gets it comfortably, and I think Victor's in danger of stealing this race on the front end. Those races at Gulfstream Park, that turf course is like bent grass, right? And sometimes it's like green dirt. I mean, it is a fast, hard surface, and those horses, they can blaze out of there. And I think Cheermeister is going to go out there and run like that because every time she's ever stepped foot on the track, she's had the lead for at least a half a mile. So I think Victor's going to go out there, get the lead, and then it's going to be, come and catch me. I don't think he has to go, crazy fast in order to get it. So what does She So Special do? She probably sits second. Laura's Light, you could have Peter Miller's horses right next to each other, basically trying to sit the same trip, Simon.
Yeah, I mean, they've obviously got a game plan. You're not going to duel each other into submission or impede the chances of the other one. When your trainer have got two horses in, I always used to say, and one thing I always used to tell jockeys if I had two in one race, and it happened to me quite a lot, I would always say, look, these horses are running on their own merits. Just ride their race. Don't get in each other's way. So we'll see how it plays out. She's So Special. She's coming out of those 5 furlong sprints, and I thought she might find herself on the lead here. But Pratt, he's a patient rider. Maybe he sits off the pace today. We'll see. We'll find out here.
Simon, in our conversation here, and we covered a lot of ground, a lot of scenarios, have you moved at all off of the 4 over attracted at 13-1?
Top pick is Laura's Light. Long shot play, the 4 over attractive. That's the money back special as well.
And there is Gary Barber's Laura's Light moving into line as the 6-5 favorite. Second choice will be the California-bred Warren Showtime, trying to get the first graded stakes win of her career. And let's go up to track announcer Larry Colmus for the rest of the load, and then the call, a fantastic renewal of the Grade 2 San Clemente live on TVG.
Croak of Oak is moving into the starting gate. Here's Geety. Opening up the front of the gates for Geety to come forward. Geety just a little bit hesitant to step up. Laura's Light still holding as the 6-5 favorite here. Juan Hernandez dismounts Geety. And now Geety goes in and he gets back aboard. And that leaves Applecross. And they're all in line. They're off in the San Clemente. Cheermeister is sent out of there to show some early speed. On the inside, Laura's Light's a little quicker early, though, and it's these two who are 1-2. That's Lazy Daisy. She's So Special. Applecross is 5th on the outside as they make their way toward that turn. Then Over Attracted and Little Bird on the outside. Warren Showtime in behind them. Croak of Oak is the trailer. As they make their way around the turn, one horse behind Croak of Oak is Geety. The first quarter mile was 22.46 seconds as they go to the backstretch. And now Cheermeister's made the lead. Victor Espinosa sends her along here, opening up a length and a half. Laura's Light content to sit second under Abel Cidio. And then She's So Special in third, 4 lengths from the front. Break of 2 back to Over Attracted and Lazy Daisy to the outside. Croak of Oak is just behind them and racing 9 lengths off the lead right now. Then Applecross, Little Bird to the outside. Warren Showtime and Geety. 46.15 was a solid half mile as Cheermeister scampers around the far turn with a 2-length lead on Laura's Light. She's So Special, sent along from third. She's got 3 lengths to make up. It's another 2 lengths more. Back to Over Attracted and Croak of Oak, who's trying to put in a bid now with 6 lengths to make up. And Laura's Light has taken the lead at the top of the stretch here. She's So Special, the stablemate, running after her. In the center of the course, Geety has kicked it in. Then Warren Showtime and Croak of Oak down to the last 16th. It's Laura's Light from She's So Special. Outside Geety, Laura's Light does it in the San Clemente. Geety was second, then a photo between Warren Showtime and She's So Special.
Laura's Light started her career in Northern California, but under the ownership of Gary Barber and the training of Peter Miller, she's come to Southern California and become a Grade 2 winner. She is so good right now, having taken the Grade 3 honeymoon at 1.1 miles, not her best distance. And what we heard from Peter Miller beforehand, Simon, was the mile should be more to her liking. It was perfect.
The mile and eighth, probably a little too far last time out. She's a filly with a lot of speed, and Mike was right. Shearmeister got the lead. They took She's So Special back, even back behind the stablemate, Laura's Light, who was in that perfect position. Once the pace set had folded, Laura's Light was there to pick up the pieces, and nobody was going to close. This mile trip perfect for a nice win here at 6-5.
Well, I know Gary Barber wishes he could be here, and he told me how hard he was cheering and excited he was when War of Will had the big win at the Keeneland July racing meet. I said, you got to put a camera on you so we can show some of this on TVG. But he loves nothing more than to be out at the races, watching his horses in person. But he, like so many owners, realized the difficult spot right now that we're in with the pandemic. And I know he's watching and cheering somewhere and watching on TVG. Congratulations to Gary Barber and Laura's Light. And Constitution just keeps breeding significant winner after significant winner, and another Keeneland graduate winning a significant race. Laura's Light went through the Keeneland November sale back in 2017 for a bargain price of $95,000, and then found her way to Gary Barber and Peter Miller. And this Daughter of Constitution is now a Grade 2 winner. Very good effort by the 10 Giddy to run on for second. 3-10-9-1 here. 6-5 over 19-1, over 5-1, over 6-1. Peter Miller, we heard from him before the race talking to Joaquin Jaime, and he was exuberant after the race.